This is my loyal employee, my head of security, the guy that I've trusted for the last 3 years.
Drop a like if you love hardcore pawn. Hey there everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video on Filmtastic. The Gold family are certainly great at dealing with pawn business, as seen in the popular reality series Hardcore Pawn. It has almost been a decade since Les Gold and his children have taken their positions behind the counters at the American Jewelry and Loan Pawn Shop. And while viewers have been enjoying the pawn deals featured on Hardcore Pawn, there are a number of misleading things about the show and its cast that viewers are unaware of. Here are the top 5 reasons why Hardcore Pawn is misleading. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's begin. Number 5. Most of the scenes in the reality series are not quite real. Like many of the reality series, Hardcore Pawn is also filled with immense drama, from violent fights to bad-mouthing. While the series is mainly focused on pawn business, it has also got everything it takes to be a typical dramatic reality TV series. Some of the scenes in the show are so intensely stagey that the fans are forced to raise questions whether the show is scripted or not. After getting many claims and assumptions from the viewers that Hardcore Pawn is mostly fake and scripted, Ashley Gold decided to respond to them during an interview. She cleared that the series is filmed during the working hours of the American Jewelry and Loan Pawn Shop, and that everything that happens during the show, including the customers, is completely real. Despite her clarification, viewers are still not convinced, as the show really does include more of hardcore drama than some real hardcore pawn.
Get out of here. You don't talk about my daughter.
Number 4. The Death Mobile. Back in the 90s, a man named Kevorkian got extremely popular when he became an assisted suicide advocate. Although Dr. Kevorkian, also known as Dr. Death, is no longer among us as he died back in 2011, he surely left behind a valuable piece of his career, which is his white microbus that witnessed over 133 deaths during its time serving Dr. Kevorkian, probably the reason why it got the name Death Mobile. The infamous doctor's Death Mobile found its way to Les Gold's garage, as Gold was keeping it as a layaway, and eventually he became the owner of the microbus. The bus was officially sold to the scrapyard due to its shabby conditions, which is where Les purchased the bus for $20,000. The fact that Dr. Kevorkian was quite notorious for what he did, and it was completely unapproved by the people. It is quite weird that someone would want his minibus in their garage in which hundreds of deaths took place. It could be because Les was quite indulged with historic items, but after 20 years, Gold sold the death vehicle for a whopping $32,000, and he sold it to another reality TV star, Zach Bagans, who's the star of the reality horror series Ghost Adventures, and an age-old corroded microbus that had seen several illegal deaths was surely a great investment for his show. It seems like the infamous historic microbus was sold between the two reality stars merely for a profit of their own.
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
Number 3. The Gloomy Truth. There are a number of things that take place during the show that the show's producers keep hidden from the viewers. In one of the clips of an episode, a man named David was seen behaving heatedly towards the Golds. A few years later, the man was killed during an arrest after he had severely harmed his girlfriend. When the viewers went through the episode, they were completely shocked by David and started questioning about his mental health. Though his former girlfriend later said that he was merely suffering a breakdown, whether his act on the show was real or not, no one can tell.
Where are we going?
My house, right up there.
I'm not going home with you.
Number 2. Swindled by a customer. Although in most of the episodes of the show, the Golds are seen as experts in the pawn business, but in one of the episodes of the show, 2 customers easily slipped by the Golds after an attempt to sell a stolen item. The two customers had come to sell $1 million worth art collection, but the Goals decided to investigate before making the purchase. It turned out that the art collection originally belonged to someone else, and it was an item that was stolen.
Who owns the paintings?
I do.
Because according to them, they did.
No, I do.
Number 1. The workers are not quite loyal. The American jewelry and loan pawn shop's reputation was seriously spoiled when one of the shop's workers was found stealing from the shop. From the CCTV's footage, Les found out that one of his own employees was stealing from him. It was revealed that the shop's head of security stole a diamond ring from one of the shelves of the pawn shop. Les was deeply disappointed and heartbroken after finding out, and he had to see Big Joe be arrested by the officers and leave the shop in infamy after serving 3 years.
This is my loyal employee, my head of security, the guy that I trusted for the last 3 years.
Les Gold and his family has been successfully running their pawn shop, and with the reality series Hardcore Pawn, they've certainly got the business running longer than they'd expected. And while the fans are amazed by the groundbreaking pawn deals featured on the show, there is way more to the show when the cameras aren't rolling. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we will be soon seeing you in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.